What's going on, Virgo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Virgo. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. Yeah, I think that's the melody that's staying there, Virgo. It's pretty much locked in. I think I got to get a band next. But with this weekly video, whenever you happen to come across this, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. There's a great energy all around here, Virgo. So I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? Thank you. And in case of y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Virgo. Very intuitive group, very cool kind of different types of energies that they bring, so hopefully you'll like them as well. But let's get to your first card here. Oh, look at you. You got your opposite sign, because you got the 8th card of Pisces here, which is the old card. And with this card, this is a card of weary, retired, exhaustion, bone tired, needs restoration, overdue, old habits die hard, enduring, the good old days, family patterns, back in time, stuck in the past, and nostalgia. And the energy that's coming through here, Virgo, is the exhaustion. And you being a sign of, because here's the thing, you being, Virgo, you're associated with the 6th house. And this isn't medical advice, but with the 6th house, one of the aspects that it does cover is your health, Virgo. And so if we've been in this place where maybe we've been either working too hard, and maybe we've been neglecting either sleep, maybe we haven't been eating like we've wanted to, maybe either been maybe doing more kind of like instant meals, or we've been skipping meals altogether, or whatever this is looking like, if you really kind of been pushing your just kind of pushing your energy, I feel like we really want to make sure that we are tuning into that, Virgo, and just that we keep that connection with ourselves, because I get wanting to get all these abundance, and with all these opportunities that are out there, there's so much stuff to do. And I feel like you, with your sign as well, being Mercury ruled, having that active mind, and being an earth sign as well, being able to manifest like you do, I feel like there is that energy of like can forget sometimes this vessel here, and remember that where sometimes it's like I feel that we think, even when we take like a break, it's like it's taking that guilt-free type of break, where it's like, sure, we could be doing 100 other things, but right now we're focusing on taking a nap, or we're just kicking back and relaxing, whatever that is. But it is, I feel like, giving that. And that could be too, Virgo, if this isn't like a physical exhaustion, this could be even like a mental exhaustion. Maybe we've been, cranking, the mind's been just, maybe we've been stressed as of late, been thinking about a lot, or maybe we've had a lot of studies, or anything along those lines. But just make sure that we are being mindful of that. And even just kind of thinking too, because you and Pisces both are very like kind of signs of service. And this could even be for some where it's like, if we've been maybe even like doing like people pleasing or something, where it's like we're putting others needs and things above our own, Virgo. You can't help anybody else if you haven't taken care of yourself. And I feel like that's and it's not that I feel like you're doing that to distract yourself from yourself, Virgo, but I feel that you are able to analyze people in a way you can read them real quick and figure out all the kinks and flaws and ways that we can improve. But you know, that does get exhausting. I feel just putting that energy all the time and not taking enough time for you to get in that kind of Empress energy, that sort of relaxing type of nurturing sort of energy. But let's get let's get some tarot on this and get some details. Thank you. All right, Virgo, let's see what we got here. All right, Virgo. Small reversal storm here, but that's all right. Because we have the Five of Pentacles. Oh, wow, a lot of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Cups in reverse here. And where do we start with that, Virgo? Because here you are, King of Pentacles. And Virgo, this is what happens when we don't invest in ourselves. This is what happened, and what I mean, just like investing, just like more time to just check in with you know, with the body, just like how are things feeling, mind, body, and spirit, you know, and just and if we are noticing those imbalances, you know, it's not just because maybe some of us are just like we're in this state of worry, let's say for example because we're worried about bills, you know, maybe we're mentally exhausted because of that type of stress. But I feel that with the Queen of Cups here, the energy that I'm almost getting with that, it's like it's a remembering to stay present, you know, because Cancerian energy, the Queen of Cups, you know, Cancerians can be rooted in the past, they're associated with the fourth house. And I only bring that up to say that it's just that stuck nature that can happen. And if we're worried about, let's say, bills, and if we stay in that worry energy, then that's just going to keep that mental strain. And where I know that it's hard to, you know, we don't, I'm not saying we're ignoring the bills, but it's more so that, okay, you got everything caught up today. And sure, we owe for how, you know, for an indefinite, you know, a period of time. Is everything paid off today? Then you know what? As of right now, in this present moment, you are debt free. You know, because it's like there's no longer that mental shackle, and it's like once we release that space up, then that opens up, because that's interesting. This is Saturn in Taurus, and it's like changing that mentality. And it's like when we can get out of there, then our resources and things don't feel so restricted. You know, now that mental space is opened up for us to even, because it's like, okay, we can't, okay, we got that paid off. Now it's like maybe we can find some alternative ways to either get this thing solved, and there's nothing again that we can do. Then let's put this energy somewhere else. You know, maybe it's like finding a side hustle, you know, maybe it's finding alter whatever that's looking like, Virgo. But I just really feel that, yeah, just any areas that you are feeling any sort of deprivation in is going to be a really kind of key energy for you. I feel like just like again in general, but really over these, you know, let's say honestly, probably through your season, your birthday season, Virgo, because we're gonna get in a very kind of retrograde heavy time. And it can be a lot of reflection. Seeing with the Queen of Cups being here, that's going down, but it's going to be nice. You know, we're thinking about that long-term security with the King of Pentacles and how. And I almost feel like too, just because yours is, I feel like a very generous sign, Virgo, and I just feel that it is something again just to mention, just you know, before we're giving to others, you know, make sure to give to ourselves. You know, have something sturdy to work from, but. All right, Virgo. Let's get another oracle in the mix. By the way, Virgo, this is probably my favorite King of Pentacles. He has, I mean, look at him in his pimp suit. They really did, they really did him justice on this one. I really like that. Oh, and look at this, all this mutable energy. So you got the seventh card of Gemini's here, which is a convertible card. And with this card, this is a card of many options, free will, adjacent possibilities, choices, flexible, adaptable, potential, change, freedom, enjoyment, Two-faced, going with the wind, alternatives, and preferences. And it's interesting there, Virgo. I feel like the energy that's coming through here is the many options. And it kind of feels like that I feel like that maybe for some, if, especially if we've been feeling maybe in the sense of lack, and again in any area, this could be feeling like we have a lack of love, a lack of maybe of independence, something along those lines. I feel like if it's like if we stay in that perspective, then that's just going to diminish the abundance, because I feel like abundance never goes from you, but it is a matter of perspective, seeing that and considering too that you got both Pisces and Gemini, two very strong signs of duality. It's getting that head and that heart in balance with the different perspectives. It's like we could either see this as like we were talking with the bills. I have a state of lack, like I owe this stuff, like I'll be in this debt forever, all these things. Or we can say like we can get in this energy of, okay, everything's paid off today. I have no kind of concerns as of right now. And it's like you get into that energy, that kind of Nine of Cups energy, then that does help. I feel like it expands the field here. Well, you got this field with the Nine of Pentacles, and it gives you more options to work with, gives you more seeds to sow, and things to invest in more, and things to nurture. But and yours is one too, Virgo, that you are you really, earth signs in general, you all are just, you're hustlers, really know how to work with this material realm and manifest abundance. And I feel like in this is for me, but for me, Virgo is the King of Pentacles, and I feel like you don't become this abundant figure for no reason there, Virgo. And I do, it's realizing that you do have many tools at your disposal, but it is going to be a balance of that head and heart, and really kind of seeing things from different perspectives, because that does open up more opportunities for you, Virgo. But let's get some tarot on this. Oh, there's hubby. I love it. Excuse me. Let me get some tea, Virgo, and let's see what we got here. Oh, and we almost got the whole family here, Virgo, in the cups. So you have the King of Cups and the Emperor upright here. Excuse me. And then you have the Knight of Cups and then the Eight of Swords in reverse. And Virgo, I feel like a lot of this is this Eight of Swords. It's getting one of Gemini's cards. It is if we do find ourselves where we feel restricted in things. So the Eight of Swords is like a self-imposed prison. But the nice thing about that is that even though we might have gotten caught up in this loop that may have affected our abundance, this is Jupiter and Gemini. Jupiter deals with our abundance, and even like the wisdom that we can learn from things, Virgo. But it's just realizing that sure, as you built this thing up, you can knock that prison down, take charge, and find this sense of balance, with the King of Cups, because the King of Cups, he's thrown down an ocean, and that's a lot going on there. And if you were to stay focused on every type of thing that happens, he'd never come up for air. But I do feel like it's being in these situations, processing this stuff, feeling these things, because this is something too where maybe we've, just thinking with the Knight of Cups, maybe we've been kind of keeping some stuff kind of bottled up here, or just not been, again, like allowing that reflection period to happen, just kind of very interesting energy. But I feel that it's like once we feel this thing and kind of process this and get this understanding, then that's how we get this energy back where we're feeling large and in charge there, feel like we got the control over this journey, because we may not be able to affect how some situations may play out in this journey, Virgo, but we can affect how we feel about them, and what we can use, what nuggets of wisdom we can take from that to inspire our next move. I like that, Virgo. I'm with it. Let's get your last card here. last little bit here, Virgo. Oh, look at that. And then you got the third card of Cancers here, which is a constellation card. And with this card, this is a card of network, support, associates, gathered, meetings, socialize, organization, arrangement, a collection, exchanging data, influence, in connection with, in a large amount or quantity. So the energy that's coming through here, Virgo, is the influence. And I feel like that it's really paying attention to the influence that just because you got such heavy cups here in reverse here, Virgo, I feel that it's for some, it's paying attention to, and consider fell in Cancer's energy as well. It's considering how our, and you know what, even despite that, it's paying attention to how our thoughts and how our feelings really influence us, Virgo, and how they affect how we take action. Do we find that we're more of a proactive type, that we kind of can approach things with a cool head, or are we a little more reactive? And if we are, there's nothing wrong with that. Now it's just something that we got eyes on. It's just like, what do we need to do to adjust? What is the root of that reaction? If it's something especially if it's something that is like exacerbating a situation, then yeah, it's getting some sort of eyes on that there, Virgo. But I almost feel like it's too, just considering that you do got some strong people here, that it is paying attention to how the influence of others can affect you as well, Virgo, because maybe this is for some, it's like where, you're trying to still keep things kind of large and in charge. You're keeping things, keeping the foundation solid and stuff, but maybe we're around some others who maybe are operating in that sense of lack. Maybe it's just like when we hang out, it's a lot of just kind of bringing down the energy, and where it's one thing if we're talking about stuff and we're reflecting and we're trying to figure out, maybe some solutions for things. But if we've had these solutions and it's just like it's the same story kind of again and again and again, kind of like with that old card, like old habits maybe that, are dying hard, then I feel that maybe for some it's just like maybe we're the types that are, quick to kind of jump to, and that's take it as it resonates, Virgo, but maybe just like the quick person to jump to someone, and this could be family, friends, situation, and really give our all. But maybe this is again could just be like kind of just like pulling back, just really kind of focusing on your energy and finding your own sense of and just focusing on your how, just really focusing on you, But let's get some tarot on this. Two work shows that pre-empress energy. Oh, and then that Queen of Pentacles. I'm with it. I love mine. Let's see what we got here. Virgo. Interesting. Okay, so you have. Alright, last little bit here, Virgo. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles here, Virgo. You got the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Justice card in reverse. And then you got the Knight of Wands, and then the Death card upright. And let's switch back over. Because, Virgo, this energy feels that I almost feel like for some, there's this energy of almost, I almost am getting like because where Callie's doing a lot here, this feels like that maybe for some there's this person, or it could be a person, or like again like a situation that's kind of keeping us down, or that has a strong kind of heavy influence on us here, that kind of like drives our actions. And I feel like it's just paying attention to what that, and I'm not saying this is, if it's something where it's where we're not, because this is almost giving me almost like kind of like a, almost like kind of getting into devil territory where it's like it's paying attention to how the cause of things and the effects of how things are happening, how stuff, how what we've been working on, has this really been attributing to any sort of thing? Is it adding any kind of resources or something along those lines? Because you see, even think you got King and Queen of Pentacles here. It's because that's interesting. I think Gemini got this something very similar. I think they got King and Queen of Cups. Was it King and Queen of Cups? It was. I think it was two divine couples there. I want to say it was both of them, but I do feel like that maybe even for you, Virgo, there's an energy here of just like paying attention to like, and just even think with Libra, how relationships maybe affect us. And if this is not with people, then it's with either like a situation or even like the relationship in ourselves. If it's affecting us getting towards that stability, that Empress energy, where it's like where we're feeling self-sufficient, and and like healthy, like I feel like our relationships are balanced and things along those lines. And it's just like, what can we do to adjust this stuff? It's because that's, let me get a little bit more with the Queen of Pentacles here, Virgo. Hmm. All right, Virgo. Thank you. So the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Moon upright and then the Four of Cups in reverse here. And I almost like, it's interesting, Virgo, with the Four of Cups. I almost feel like that it's like, you see how this cup is like, how this cup, the universe is kind of handing over this cup here, but I'm not getting like universe vibes. I feel like it's like, again, paying attention to what feelings are passed on to you, because this is the Moon in Cancer, and Cancerian energy can pick up a lot. And the fact that you got Pisces too, Pisces is psychic, your opposite sign, and they pick up on a lot of energies as well, and have that can potentially be impressionable by other people's energies. So it's like, I feel like there's a strong emphasis on either how something is influencing you, or like it's like on you, or it's like it's paying attention to how, what is driving you, what influences your actions, like very interesting energy here, Virgo, and I hope that makes sense. All right, but Virgo, I think I'm gonna leave that there. A very, very, very interesting energy coming through. But if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share this, Virgo. If you know someone who's, I don't know, maybe it's just like we've had. Because that's interesting to have like two divine counterparts here. It's like, I don't know if we've had people who have been either working us to the bone, or maybe we've had some either friends or family that have been kind of draining. Maybe it could be with resources, asking stuff, or maybe it's just like being like just a lot of emotions. Because it's one thing to be there for help in Virgo, but it's just like you got to take a moment and again balance yourself out there too. But but I'm about to get back into your reading. But share this, Virgo, and then if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that bell button, get notified on all these videos each week. And then I'm on this meditation app, Insight Timer, and I started a group on there called Zodiac's Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group to post positive affirmations, encouraging messages, things along those lines. And then as the group grows, I'm going to start posting different healing music and guided meditation, things along those lines. I can name them different things, do something like Change 101 with the Death card, or Taking Charge with the Emperor there. I don't know. I had to think of something for the moon. Lunar shenanigans with the moon. That might be something. Because the why Pisces is the moon, I really we don't know. But that's nature of our problem. We're figuring that out. But definitely check that out, Virgo. And then lastly, look at you getting the good old Queen of Cups and some lunar shenanigans, and even Four of Cups to come over to. Oh, and one of Cancer's cards come over to my other channel. Not that you need all this stuff, Virgo. But if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Charity, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We absolutely discuss lunar shenanigans and geek out over the Queen of Cups. It is a great old time. And all that housekeeping, down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here. Interesting. So I can get you out of here, Virgo. Because you got the World here. And that's interesting. You know, this is Saturn energy. And I feel like for some, I'm more so, like, for some I'm getting this energy of, it's like we're getting our sense of like this autonomy back, or like this sense of authority, because that's one thing that like Saturn rules over Capricorn. Ooh, fish in Virgo, thank you. But and they can deal, one of the aspects they can cover is like authority, and I feel that there is an energy here of either there's like, maybe even for some it's like there's like either these authority figures, this could be parental figures maybe, or something where it's just like it's like we've been in this cycle for a while, and that like now it's in this state where we can't seem to, because you got the Maintain card in reverse for your Oracle card, and it feels like that we're in this place where it's just not sustainable, possibly, you know, for some of you. And if it gets to that place, Virgo, where, you know, we're doing a lot for the situation here, but we're neglecting our own type of maintenance, you know, whether this is like, you know, maybe we have like families that are saying we can't, you know, have different dream ideas for us, or whatever that's looking like. I feel that it's, yeah, getting that back and finding out what the source of this stuff is, and, you know, realizing that there are, yeah, more options out there, Virgo, or just like more than maybe how we've even been kind of operating, and just kind of like changing things up a little bit, but yeah, fascinating energy here, Virgo. But I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there, Virgo. But you stay safe out there. These people and their influences, and yeah, just pay attention to that, Virgo. You raise your vibration through the roof. You know, take some time, do some self-care. You know, Queen of Cups very much about that. When she's not feeling, been emotionally drained and things, I'll bet girls chilling by the beach, taking, you know, they gotta maintain that energy, Virgo, and make sure that we're just here. We're taking care of ourselves just as much as we take care of other things, Virgo. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.